Hey guys, welcome back to Zero Escape Virtue's Last Reward. Let's carry on where we left off. I quickly went back to both the crew quarters and the infirmary, solved those rooms, and managed to grab myself some gold files. So we managed to get the achievement at long last of Redacted. I tell you, the infirmary one took me a bit of time to finally figure out. Had to refer to the damn dirty sheet to figure out which combination I needed to use for the medicine. But the crew quarters was a lot easier, so that was nice. Anyway, we're back here with Akane, just about to leave, and it all makes sense now. Thank you for explaining why we didn't find her body, because obviously this is the true history, this is what happened, that's how Dio infiltrated, that's why he chose Ally. The guy was so unsure what the hell was going on, so he was just playing it safe, and now we're about to leave Akane, and apparently I'm not going to get all the answers I want. At least that's what you guys have warned me about. So anyway, let's see what else is going to happen going forward. Here we go. I got a key tied around my ankle. What's it say on there?
Tu fui ego eris.
Cool.
It's Latin.
Thank you. Fine, I figured that out.
It means, what you are, I was.
Mm-hmm.
What I am, you will be.
Right.
Yes.
What am I supposed to do with it?
It will help you meet someone who's very important.
Man, everyone's just so important around here, but who is it exactly? What?
Go. Return to the future. You won't be alone. I will be at your side, watching over you.
Right, and I will remember that I've got the key tied around my ankle. So I didn't notice the entire game that I had a key tied there.
Now hurry.
Wait! I still... Never mind, no time to wait, okay? Sigma, we gotta get shit sorted out. Okay. To be continued once again. My impeccable timing strikes once more. A new destination has been added to the flowchart. Of course it has. Alright, where are we off to now? All the way down here, huh? Put in the ID and password, round 3 ally, and then we'll get there. Let's jump. I said yes. We're back.
Looks like you're awake.
I guess we passed out, huh? Jumping around takes a toll on our body. Is this the infirmary?
Why are we here?
Do you know what happened at the AB gate?
Looks like we've remembered. Or retaining our memories, at least, I think. Maybe.
Kay and I went back to the infirmary, but...
We waited and waited, and the two of you never returned.
I've had a nap. I know that there's beds in the infirmary, but we were just so... we couldn't even make it. We couldn't even make it to the crew quarters, even. We just fell asleep right then and there on the ground. It was uncomfortable.
So we went to the warehouse to check on you.
We found you passed out in front of the AB rooms.
Kay and I hurried back here with you.
So that's what happens when we jump. We lose consciousness, I suppose, and our bodies become empty shells. At least that's what Akane was explaining. I looked over at Fi and met her eyes. Do you remember what happened just now?
You mean what happened a long time ago?
Well, yeah, it feels like a long time ago, but it was actually just a couple of hours ago, right? Yeah. You got him pretty good, huh?
Yeah, I remember all right.
And he has no idea it was you, Fi. Well done. That was an impressive dropkick, I have to say.
What are you guys talking about?
Hey, you're awake. Quark!
What am I? Chopped liver?
You're awake too, Alice. Alice!
Back among the conscious and not psychotic, huh?
That's wonderful. Considering the fact that the rest of us are still infected with Radical 6.
Yeah, thanks.
Grandpa told me what you did.
So it's like Akane knew only 2 people would actually become symptomatic, whereas the rest of us are what, carriers?
Thanks for finding the medicine for us.
It was no big deal, you know, just solving puzzles that I shouldn't have answers to. No problem. All in a day's work. Although, I wouldn't mind a little swimsuit action. Well, Alice is already, you know, underdressed, I would say.
Really grabbing at straws here, aren't you?
Hey, I wasn't talking to Quark. Yeah, I figured it that much. That was an offer for Alice.
Not really my point.
Oh, whatever. Forget about that.
What's up?
Now that you guys are awake, all we gotta do is open the number 9 door.
What? Have we all played the game already?
What are you talking about?
Look at your bracelet.
Oh, you guys have been playing while we were unconscious? Aw. It says 10. I have 10 BP!
I've got 15 BP?
Well.
That means I got 6 more points while I was out.
But how?
You've been asleep for more than 2 hours.
Oh, jeez.
We've played the AB game 3 times.
At least you guys weren't too worried about us. 3 times?
Yes. Of course, the color and group assignments were shuffled around each time. But no matter who voted, everyone chose ally.
Well done, guys. I knew we could do it. I knew we were a great team. Not including you, Dio, you unconscious little brat. Right, so that was our standings at the beginning. Tenmuji was obviously at a disadvantage, same with Alice, and same with Luna. Boom, 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 boom. Even Dio has got 13 points.
And now all of us have enough to leave.
Looks good, man. Looks damn good. Now what? I was stunned. How had everyone cooperated long enough to raise all of our BP past 9? Was it because Akane hadn't been killed? Without a death to start things off, maybe we'd been less suspicious of one another. Yep, I would say that, as well as Dio not being an asshole and causing some betrayals in the first round of things. Or could the bombs have had something to do with it? That too? A lot of different things, really. Would all join forces against Dio, and Fi and I had been able to disarm all of them. All of us had banded together against a common enemy, and overcome a tremendous threat. Perhaps that had strengthened our bond? Which I had to admit would be somewhat ironic. After all, Dio had planted the bombs that forced us all to work together against him. This must have been what Akane was talking about. That's why you needed Dio here, huh?
Haven't I told you? Death was unavoidable. Sacrifices had to be made for the sake of the project.
We all had to think our lives were in danger. And it was, with the bombs. And the only person who could have planted the bombs was Dio, who you let in.
Come on, let's go!
Even though you probably could have filled that role quite well, Akane, pretending to be a mastermind, but then I guess Tenmuji would have recognized you. Or should I say Junpei?
Let's open the door and get out of here!
Should have known. Should have bloody known. I thought he was Santa for like a long time. Just because, I don't know, the white hair, I guess. That was such a small little connection that I made. Oh, he's got white hair as well, yeah. Even though, you know, obviously he's old. But yeah, Junpei makes a lot more sense. Wait. What about him? After some discussion, we decided to leave Dio behind. Oh, wow. Alice was the only holdout. She'd complained about wanting to take him back to her superiors. But after I mentioned that I'd come back to investigate after we escaped and deal with Dio then, she reluctantly complied. Yeah, that's true. Even though we have no real way of knowing whether we can even come back here. But, yeah. Obviously, Dio could probably attempt to escape, and he'll just be, like, a burden to carry around once we escape, because we have no idea where we are. Obviously, we kind of do. We're, like, in the middle of nowhere. But these guys don't know that. Or maybe Fi and Sigma do.
Alright, let's get going.
Alright, and we're leaving him handcuffed? That's a bit drastic, but, you know, shouldn't we get him some food from the pantry or something? Oh, I don't think anyone's been to the pantry in this one. We should at least leave the key somewhere for him to find. And then once we escape and all the doors are unlocked, he can go to the pantry and feed himself some food. Feed himself some humble pie, if you know what I'm saying. Alright, time to leave. This is exciting. We're all leaving as a group. All friendly with one another. And this must be the canon path, of course. Everybody ready? I'm gonna open it.
Yes, just get on with it.
Alright, just asking. Everyone else swallowed and nodded. I grabbed the lever and pulled it down. Wee! Here we go. No pushing, no shoving, no tying anyone down. We're all just gonna walk out of here. Or maybe a light jog. Brisk walk, maybe?
The number 9 door has been opened.
Sucks to be Dio. Imagine if he was awake right now just hearing that.
It will remain
It sucks that he's
open
unconscious.
for 9 seconds.
He won't be aware that this is what happened. Or maybe he's awake and we just don't know. Alright, everybody, let's move. Gosh. What's gonna happen once Kay, like, removes his armor and we're outside? Are we gonna do that Spider-Man meme where we're just like, I'm Sigma. No, you're Sigma. I'm Sigma. I didn't need to tell him twice. The room inside was clearly a loading elevator. It looks like some sort of a large plate on top of a huge pedestal. We ran to the center of the plate and turned around. The number 9 door stood wide open.
2, 1, 0. The number 9 door is closing.
Has anyone done that before? I can't even remember. I've been through so many flows. Obviously my memory's not transferring quite well. Alright, so the key that she tied to my leg must be like a car key. Just drive away in a big van? Big truck, maybe?
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the Nonary Game.
Officially.
Thank you for your participation.
Glad to have been part of such an integral project
As
for humanity.
the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked.
Escape is not possible. I guess we don't get to hear that message. Alright, I'm ready. I'm ready for more questions, because, like you said, no answers, at least for now, maybe. I'm still dreaming. Alright, we're topside? There we go. Kinda wish they'd at least show us standing in the elevator. Feels kinda weird that it's empty. Just a little bit more effort and presentation would have been nice. But, you know, it's fine. We get the gist of it, really. Alright, well, we gotta dress up, don't we, before we head on outside?
Looks like we did it.
Yes. We should keep moving.
Oh, Luna, you have to guide us, because you're the golem. You're the one working for Akane. Beyond the door was a wide hallway that ended in a very solid wall. To the left, we found a very familiar-looking door. We pushed it open and went in. PEC. Alright, have we got enough suits? Looks like it. Yeah, plenty. The pressure exchange chamber.
You know what this place is?
Yeah, sort of. This whole facility is pressurized, apparently. I think the idea is to keep the air outside, and consequently the virus from getting inside. Even though it is inside, and since inside our bodies. That means that if we want to go out, we have to decompress so we match the outside air pressure. This room here is where you prepare for going into the actual pressure exchange room. You see all those suits along the wall? I figure we need to put those on and head to the decompression room downstairs.
Whoa! Hold on a minute!
What's up?
You're saying the air outside is full of that horrible virus?
Yes. Yeah. That's what it seems like. Of course, according to Akane, we were all already infected with Radical 6. So the whole room seemed a little pointless.
Why? How did all this happen?
We were asleep for quite a long time.
Did they...
No, that's not possible.
Maybe we can ask Junpei over here. He'll know.
We've come this far. We can't turn back now.
Clover must be referencing a biological attack.
Let's go outside. There's no way to know what's really going on until we do.
Okay, as long as there's no cliffhanger as soon as we open the door.
Right.
No one else objected. We all donned their protective suits and headed downstairs to the decompression room. Okay, whew, here we go. Man, it's all of us leaving. It's pretty exciting. As soon as we were all inside, the process began. Through my helmet, I could hear the soft hiss of air being sucked out of the room. We stood there for several minutes, waiting for the process to finish. Well, now we're all just standing here in our suits. At last it did, and we heard the door begin to open. Boop. Beyond it was another decompression chamber. Can't be too careful. We repeated the process 2 more times before we reached the final door and opened it. Hello. The dead, bleak landscape wasn't a surprise for me. I'd seen it before, in another timeline. The others hadn't, however, and although I couldn't see their faces through the visors of their helmets, I heard more than a few gasps over the radio. For a few long moments, we just stood there, astonished. It is quite a sight. It's a blood moon, or Mars, one of the two.
Where the hell are we?
And we kind of know what it is, right? Because Tenmyuji's obviously very old.
The desert, I guess?
I figured that out. I mean, which one?
We're out of this world.
I don't know, but I think I know what day it is.
31st of December?
Look at the moon. It's red, right? That means today's the total lunar eclipse.
Hang on, actually, you know what? This has been kind of... It just popped in my head now. Why didn't... I know Junpei actually did tell Clover his true identity at one point, but like, why didn't he try and investigate that, I wonder? Like, why is Clover so young and I'm also old? Maybe? I don't know. Interesting. Just random thought that popped in my head.
So?
Remember the astronomy magazine in the lounge? Well, the next eclipse like this was gonna be on December 31st, 2028.
So, yeah.
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. Are you suggesting we were sleeping for a week after we were abducted?
Yes, yeah, 1 week. Yeah, wink, wink. 1 week.
I think so.
Wherever we were must have been far away from any city. The air was clearer than I'd ever seen it. And the stars. The sky was full of them. More stars than I'd ever seen in my life. I could even spot the hazy arm of the Milky Way. Yeah, no light pollution. It's always nice. You have to go somewhere where there's no light pollution, as in away from the big cities, go into the middle of nowhere in a forest and just look at the sky. It's magical. You don't get the full experience from the city, unfortunately. But the most striking feature was the moon. It was blood red and massive. Much bigger, in fact, than I remembered it being. Bigger, huh? Then, as I watched, a black spot began to move across its surface. It was hard to see details, but it looked circular. The spot continued to move across the moon, heading for the right edge. Is that a UFO? What's that?
The moon. Well, the moon's shadow, actually.
The moon's shadow? Yeah. I frowned. The moon's shadow? How could its shadow be projecting on itself? That didn't make any sense.
Zero told me to stay quiet.
Really?
I think he was worried I'd spill the beans on his operation.
Now, yeah, now you're revealing everything.
He said if I didn't toe the line, he wouldn't just kill me. He'd kill Quark, too.
Right.
And I agreed, like an idiot, and brought Quark with me. Just so I could see her.
Right. You weren't kidnapped, were you, Tenmyuji? You were lured here.
Such an idiot. So, that being the case, might as well start with this. I meant what I said before. That up there is the moon's shadow.
Yeah. What the hell are you saying?
Think about it. If that's the moon's shadow, then what's it falling on?
A planet?
That's Earth?
Yeah, that's Earth.
Yeah.
Wait, that is?
It's not the red moon you get from a lunar eclipse.
That's Earth, not Mars.
And again, this isn't a lunar eclipse. It's a solar eclipse. Anybody in the black spot down there is looking up at the moon covering the sun.
What? No way! If that's the Earth, then where the hell are we?
The moon, of course. This is the lunar surface.
But it's so brown.
We were just inside a moon base. No way.
Shouldn't it be a bit whiter? I don't know, maybe times have changed?
No, you've got to be lying. How do you expect us to believe that? This can't be the moon.
Yeah. That's pretty ridiculous. Besides, if this was the moon, how do you explain the gravity?
Have we tried jumping?
The moon only has 1/6 of the Earth's gravity. So what's this?
She picked up a rock and dropped it.
See? That looked perfectly normal.
Oh, okay. I thought it was gonna, like, float to the ground.
Yes, it looked that way.
But... Luna?
You were right about the gravity in a way.
Is that why you called Luna? Because we're on the lunar surface?
I was one of the people who knew this wasn't Earth.
Right. Because no one knows you're a golem.
Well, I suppose I'm not people, if we're being honest, but...
Excuse me? What?
Yeah, here we go. See? We cooperated long enough to just get out, and now all the beans are being spilled, and now everyone's like going, what the hell?
Please just listen. Alice, you were infected with Radical 6.
At least no one, like, decided to rock the boat while you guys were trying to ally to get out of there.
Then we gave you the Excelavir, which cured you. The Radical 6 isn't completely gone, though. Some of its symptoms stick around for a while.
So your perception of the rock falling.
What symptoms?
Well, Radical 6 can
Yeah.
slow down your brain's processing speed by the root of 1/6.
Which just happens to be the ratio of the gravity here on the moon's surface.
It can take a while for your brain to get back up to speed.
So are we still talking really fast?
Every one of us has been infected.
Except for you.
In other words, all of our brains have been processing information at a much lower speed.
I see.
If you evaluated the root of 1/6, you'll get a number close to 0.408. That means our brains are running at something slightly less than half speed.
I'd love that power.
As you said before, the moon's gravity is about 1/6 that of
Stretching out
Earth's.
time. Imagine, like, you could be like the ultimate baseball player, just watching that ball come slowly towards you and smashing it out of the park, or just your reflexes in general.
The time that it takes for an object to fall is inversely proportional to the square root of the gravitational acceleration.
And we just escaped, okay, Luna? I'm happy we escaped, but the science, the science.
Since the gravity is lower on the moon, that means the time increases. I guess that's a little technical.
Wait, so that's why everything seems normal?
Let me give you an example. Say you drop an apple from a height of 4.9 meters.
Right.
It will take approximately 1 second to hit the ground.
Uh-huh.
On the moon, however, that time would be 1 second times root 6, which would be approximately 2.45 seconds.
Right, it would float to the ground.
I used 4.9 meters because it matches up with the acceleration of gravity nicely, but it could be anything.
Okay.
The gravity constant is, well, a constant. You could drop something from 10 centimeters or 10 meters and it would be the same.
Right.
Does that make sense? So, now we've established that on the moon, things fall root 6 times slower than they do on Earth. That being the case, what would happen if someone's brain slowed down by root 1/6?
Hey, Luna, why are you wearing a suit? You don't need to wear a suit, right? I guess you just wore one to blend in when we were leaving, right?
To them, 2.45 seconds would feel like 1 second. 4.9 seconds would feel like 2.
And that's why dropping that rock looks normal to us. If we dropped it on Earth, it'll be like a magnet falling to like a metal surface.
But it's not hypothetical. That's what's been happening to every one of us.
Wait, you're saying that's the reason we didn't notice the weaker gravity?
Are you sure you didn't notice anything? Think back. Huh? You and Sigma and Phi said something about it in the lounge.
We did?
About how you felt weird.
It's kind of like my body isn't really mine.
Right.
I'm sort of floating. Like that?
Jeez. It seemed insane, but what Luna said made sense. In fact, it explained Phi's apparently superhuman strength quite well. That's why she could jump so high? Because of gravity? Of course. It's like she knew. Cheeky game.
Wait, this is crazy. That can't possibly be Earth out there.
Well, shit.
Look at it. I've seen photos of Earth, and it's blue and green and beautiful.
Now space is green and Earth is red.
That thing is just red.
Before we get into that, I should probably tell you something.
What happened?
This isn't New Year's Eve in 2028.
Yeah.
Today is January 27th.
In 29?
No.
Don't tell me. 30?
Still no.
Keep going.
And just what year is this?
2075?
It's 74.
Oh, close.
1074.
I was trying to go on the half century that Akane said, plus the 3 years difference. And it was 2028, yeah. No. That's insane. That would mean we were abducted more than 45 years ago.
I don't blame you if you don't believe me, but it's the truth.
How can you be sure?
It's not that hard. Quark and I left Earth on January 23rd,
you lived Earth. What, just like a taxi cab?
Solar eclipses are easy to predict. We've known that there'd be one on the 27th for a long time.
Must have been an updated version of that magazine.
It's just science. Nobody can change that.
But why is the Earth red?
That's a long story.
Got baked.
About 45 years ago, on April 13th, 2029, there were 18 annihilation reactors operating in various parts of the world.
Uh-huh.
On the 13th, all 18 of them went up, all at the same time.
Terrorist attack?
The explosion was about 180,000 times as powerful as the atom bomb they dropped on Hiroshima.
What? Why?
I suppose it started a few months before that. The government had a test site for a future Mars mission out in the middle of Nevada.
This place?
On December 31st, 2028, there was an accident.
The day of the eclipse.
Well, accident doesn't quite convey the right sense of the thing. The point is, Radical 6 claimed its first victims there, then escaped. Didn't take long for it to spread to the rest of the world.
So not only were there reactors exploding, the Radical 6 happened to escape a test lab in Nevada as well.
Like Luna explained, the virus slows your brain down, but eventually, it also makes you kill yourself. Pretty soon, the bodies started to pile up.
Right.
Some people would take a dive off a building or shoot themselves in the head. You know, the classics.
The classics, of course.
But for some, it was poison, or fire, or asphyxiation, or the noose. Plenty of people jumped in front of trains or cars.
Jeez.
One pilot on a passenger airline drove his plane into the ground.
Of course.
Most forms of transportation ground to a halt pretty fast. That meant food couldn't get distributed, and thousands of people who weren't even infected died from starvation. Everywhere you went, there were just piles of corpses, covered in flies and rats and crows.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what hell's like, but I imagine it's a lot like that.
Jeez, and this all happened after the first Zero Escape 999. That escalated very quickly.
After a while, people who managed to avoid getting infected started trying to get in touch with one another.
You one of those people then, Junpei?
They got a hold of some radios and organized a couple meetings. There was only one thing to discuss, of course. How could they get rid of Radical 6?
And that means Dio was here on the moon infiltrating the base.
The answer, they decided, was purification. They figured they could just roast the surface of the Earth, and that'd kill the virus off for good.
That's a very genius idea. What, so everyone just moved to the moon? The survivors?
On April 13th in 2029, they put their plan into effect. That plan was to detonate all 18 annihilation reactors.
Jeez. God, man, that's an insane plan.
That's mostly just rumor. Nobody really knows what happened, but I've got my own theories. I think that the bombers had already been infected, and when they died, they took billions with them.
Great.
The ultimate if I die, you're coming with me gesture, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
I'd bet you money they'd all lost it long before they got to the reactors. Killing most of the world, no matter how bad things had gotten, was not a sane plan.
No, it was not. Now you've got, like, nowhere to live.
Even if it wasn't directly responsible, Radical 6 killed most of the people on Earth. Anyway, why it happened isn't that important. Point is, it happened.
And I'm going to guess that we need to go way back. We need to transport our consciousness way back in time and stop it from happening. But then the time loop wouldn't be stable, right? The time loop is stable in this flow because Akane did put us back into the room after we knocked out Dio, and Akane never died, and so that stuff's all constant. That's a stable time loop. But if we go back now and try to stop Radical 6, then what's going to happen to this timeline, right? I wonder.
You ever heard of nuclear winter? Well, that's basically what we got.
Right.
The explosions threw a ton of crap up into the stratosphere, where it joined up with smoke and ash from all the fires. It blotted out the sun for 7 years. Plants withered and animals died by the millions. The few humans who were left banded together to survive. They were rough times.
Rough times, huh?
Over, though. The sky cleared and the sun came back. Plants started blooming again, and the animals that hadn't died out completely began to reappear.
Gosh.
Things weren't quite back to normal, though. It's been 45 years now, but there's still quite a bit of dust and ash in the air. That's what you're seeing. You know why a sunset's red? Well, this is the same thing.
Uh-huh.
Blue and green light have short wavelengths, and they scatter when they run into debris in the air. Red light, on the other hand, has a longer wavelength, which means it'll get a lot farther when the air's dirty. So there you are. The Earth looks red because that's the only color of light that can make it through the atmosphere.
Jeez. I was speechless. What could I possibly say? There was no reason for Tenmuji to lie to us. So we were standing on the moon, looking at the Earth. I thought it was Mars all along. It was 2074. But why? Why were we there? Why were we then? How did you know to get us? I was so lost in thought I barely noticed Phi's approach.
Hey, Sigma. I think I figured something out.
What have you figured out? A window popped up on the inside of my helmet with Whisper in the corner. She seemed to be using a circuit only we could hear. Yeah? What is it?
I figured out why there's an extra E.
The 9th lion? An extra E? Oh, you mean the graffiti?
Yeah, the one on floor B. I think it's an anagram, just like on floor A.
Hang on, let me give this a shot. If the... Nope, never mind, I have no idea. Go on. What's Anna say this time?
God damn it, Sigma. Knock it off.
Tell me, because I can't work it
Memento
out.
mori if the 9th lion ate the sun.
I thought it was going to spell annihilate or 18 or something, but I
If
couldn't
you
work it out.
rearrange the letters, you get... The man on the moon rules the infinite time.
Okay, yeah, I never would have got that. How the hell did you get that?
See? You need 6 E's to get that. So they stuck an extra one in 9th.
The man on the moon rules the infinite time?
I think it's a message for us from Zero Senior and Akane. Remember what she was telling us?
We created the AB project for one purpose. To transport the consciousnesses of 2 people into the past. Those 2 people are you, Sigma, and you, Vi.
It's up to us. So, what are you getting at? We're a medical student, right? And Luna called me a doctor, so...
My god, you're slow. You don't get it? They're saying we rule the infinite time. Infinite time. They weren't just talking about having us jump a couple hours.
Jump a couple of years?
I think they're planning to send us back. Way back.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you think they're going to send us back 45 years?
Yeah. I'd bet on it.
So the ultimate purpose of the AB project is to send us back in time to that catastrophe Tenmuji was talking about?
I think so.
That doesn't make sense, though. I mean, we came from that same time period. Before it, actually. So why bring us here and then send us back?
Well, Akane should be able to tell us the rest. Let's go pay her a visit.
Do you know where she is?
I've got an idea.
Really?
Come on, think. Remember what she said when she gave you the key?
Tu fui ego eris.
Right. The grave. Of course! Oh! The one in the garden!
Well, come on, what are you waiting for?
We have to jump back.
Let's go.
We can't get back in. We turned and ran back into the pressure exchange chamber. The others following close behind.
What are you doing?
Sorry, we're on whisper mode. We're gonna solve some problems.
Did you forget something?
We're going to go have a talk with somebody.
Who?
You really need me to spell it out? The person behind all this. Your mother.
You mean Akane?
Huh. What? You remember now?
I'll take that as a yes. Let me accompany you then.
Wait, why do you know about Akane?
I'll tell you when we get there. Now, if you please.
Okay, let's all go.
I'm coming with you.
Oh, gosh.
You folks just said the magic word.
How are you so tall?
So am I.
Oh, so okay, they could have been Alice.
Hey, is this Akane you're talking about?
Yes.
Yeah,
The very same.
you know her real well.
Wait, you're not... You're serious? What the hell is going on?
Oh, shut up! Just shut up! Come if you want to. We don't need to do roll call. Once we get there, Akane can explain everything. With that, we headed back through the airlock. Jeez. What about Luna? I suppose she's coming. Alright, down we go. But, are we allowed back in? I feel like we have to just jump back in. Jump back to the previous flow. And click on the grave. And remember that we've got the key. Oh, it isn't gonna open. Oh, well, shit. Escape is not possible, she says. Well, we just opened the bloody door. Mind you, I guess the bracelet would have triggered if you tried to leave.
Ah, clever.
Oh, is this warehouse B?
The number 9 door on floor A is shut forever once the game ends.
But the one down below isn't.
Assuming Zero Jr. was telling the truth, of course. But the door on floor B...
Yeah. Thought we might be able to take the lift to it. And it looks like I was right.
Well done.
Any idea where Akane might be?
Yeah, the
You
grave.
mean the grave in the garden?
Yeah. Don't worry. I don't think she's buried there or anything. Chances are she's still alive. She's probably just sleeping. Probably injected herself with Soapro. Just in the grave. Anyway, let's move. To the garden! Here we go. Let's just avoid the infirmary. Maybe it's a good thing then that we handcuffed, good old Dio. I don't want to be running into him. B garden. Is that like the before garden? Come on. Come on! Hit me! Load faster, damn it! Where's the shovel? Oh, we need to unlock the thing first, I suppose.
Is Akane really under here?
I
What
think
should
so.
we do? Are we gonna dig her out?
No, I don't think we'll have to do anything like that. You see the keyhole in the grave? If I just insert this here... I pulled the key off my ankle and fitted it into the hole. I twisted it to the right until I heard something unlock. With a quiet grinding, the grave began to shift.
What is this?
Treatment pod.
It doesn't look like a coffin.
Yeah,
Kinda does.
it's a treatment pod.
Oh my god. It is, isn't it?
The glass in the cover had frosted over, making it opaque. We couldn't see who or what was in it. Cold sleep, might as well. Same
Let's
as
see what's inside.
soap roll, I suppose, except more long term. She grabbed a hold of the lever on the side of the pod.
No good.
Great.
I think it's locked.
What?
Treatment pod TP00. Stage 1. Defrosting complete.
Dio must be like, what the hell is happening?
Stage 2 will be complete in 10 minutes. Once stage 2 is complete, the lock will automatically disengage.
Uh-huh. Right, cold sleep.
What?
Those pods can put people into cold sleep. It uses something called CAS to freeze human bodies without destroying their cells.
So, Ms. Akane's like an ice cube?
A popsicle. I think so.
Then we gotta wait till she melts?
Kind of. Yeah.
So how about you tell us your story while we wait, Kay?
Yeah, Kay, come on.
Specifically, why do you know Akane?
I remembered.
What do you remember?
And how do you remember?
Everything.
Everything? Well, shit. Let's get comfy again. Ugh.